Okay. Well, Brother Lambert, we'd like to ask you, dear brother, what was it that interested you in the truth?
Well, I have to say that my interest in the truth was first actually brought on after I got married with Janet. We were young parents and a young couple in 2004. Janet approached me one day after work and told me she wanted to study the Bible with witnesses. At first, I will not lie, it's something that shocked me, and I flat out told her no. She cannot do this to our marriage, I said. I held a lot of contentment for the witnesses due to the teachings I received at a Pentecostal church. But I even gave her an ultimatum. I told her that she had to choose between me or Jehovah. Yeah. I realized what I had said immediately, and I felt like such a fool. Making her choose over me or Jehovah. I began to break down. I immediately asked her to forgive me. She forgave me and said that she was going to the meeting. In fact, she had her clothes already laid out to wear. There was nothing that was going to stop her from attending. Well, at first I got jealous because I thought it was just another church and that they were going to try to swoon my wife away from me. I could not have that, so out of my jealousy, I went with her to the meeting. But to answer your question, I got interested in the truth after because I began to see the attitude of my wife change. Her personality began to change as well, and how she treated me as a husband. What also encouraged me is how I viewed her Bible teacher. Her Bible teacher was a full-time pioneer. She had such a deep love for Jehovah and a true respect for marriage. She was a sweet, inviting person. She genuinely cared for my wife and child, and this really impressed me.
Certainly. We appreciate those expressions.
Thank you.
Well, let me ask you another question. What challenges did you have to overcome?
Well, I had to let go of jealousy first. Then I had a real hard time trusting people. See, I left the Christian church with a bad experience. As a teen, I was truly dedicated to the church. In fact, I even rapped at special events to promote the church. Okay, MCG. I began to see how the business side of the church ran, and this really discouraged me. And this made me feel very far away from God, so I left the church. But over time, trust came back, and my relationship with Jehovah began to grow. My blood family, well, they were not supportive at all. My mom is very dedicated to her church, and still has issues to this day, digesting the fact that I am a Jehovah's Witness. My sisters, well, cut me off too. In fact, my oldest sister is a pastor at a church, and she does not accept me or my family. I literally walked away from my blood family. Other challenges I had to deal with were stress, my temper, attitude, not to mention raising my daughters and taking care of my ill wife.
Wow, you had to overcome a lot. You mean to tell me you were an MC, huh?
MC.
I can't see that. Wow. Well, Brother Lambert, we'd like to ask you another question. What impressed you about the first time that you attended a congregation meeting?
My first meeting I attended with my wife, I was definitely, it was not how I imagined it. I was really shocked to see that everyone had a Bible and they were actually using it. The other thing that impressed me was that people were raising their hands and expressing their thoughts from the Bible. And the meeting ran very organized. But the biggest thing that impressed me was that there was no collection plate going around, and their focus was not on money.
Very good. And now, what about the first time that you went out in field service? What was that like for you?
I was very nervous. It took me a long time to become an unbaptized brother. It was 2007 now, and I had no clue to what to do. So I latched on to my wife when I went to the door, and I became her silent partner. I let her do all the talking. However, as I continued to go out in service, I got stronger. I worked alongside other brothers and sisters and learned a lot from others out in service. I began to feel comfortable delivering my presentation.
Very good. Now, the last question, Brother Lambert, is how did others in the congregation help you to make spiritual progress?
The brothers, well, they offered guidance along the way. I continued studying with my Bible teacher. I joined the school, and I got baptized in 2010. Over the years, I've learned many important tools to keep my family on track. With raising 3 daughters, I need all the help I can get. That is why me and my wife are so grateful for the fellowship and association with the brothers and sisters. My entire family has really been encouraged by the brothers and sisters at the hall. I made a new family again through Jehovah's organization. We were located from Las Vegas to Lomita, and we have been blessed with a wonderful congregation. Many of our sisters and brothers have came to our aid and helped out. My family has become strong in the truth through the help of the congregation. After I was laid off of my job, I did not let this discourage me, even though it was the first time I ever been laid off. But I was encouraged by a pioneer brother to stay busy and go out in the field service, so I auxiliary pioneered for the month of April. So that was good. Jehovah has provided for us along the way and has blessed my entire family here at the Sons of Torrance congregation. We are truly blessed.
Certainly you are. Well, brother, we really